to no avail. I try this for about 10 minutes, very glad no one walked by, until someone walked by. Okay. YouTube. I have no good way of explaining today. It is the 5th day of my staying here and working at this cannery. It feels like it's been a year. It's been a good year. And today was very exciting for a lot of reasons. Firstly, we were flipping crates, and one guy broke his thumb. Now, he was stationed at the same place that I was yesterday, where this guy was actively trying to break my hands by throwing crates at strategic times to consistently hit when my hand was in between a crate that was there and a crate that was coming in. I yelled at him that day, and I said, "Hey, watch out for my hands." He didn't like that, and that's when the pattern emerged. Now someone has actually broken their hands. Well, their thumb, really. Their thumb is broken because it got stuck in one of the holes in the grate because he was trying to hold back a sheet on the inside, as an older man had advised. So a word of advice to any of you considering working in any kind of factory type business, including canneries. If you ever feel like something is sketchy, don't do it. You can't work if you are injured. So don't do that. One way to know if it's sketchy, ask yourself, is there more than one finger involved in protecting myself here? Because this guy had his thumb all out on his lonesome when it got pulled back away from him. Now it's busted. And that man saved my ass today. Which I'll tell you in a minute how he did it. My workday ends. Right. Wonderful. Get to go home or go to my dorm and shower, brush my teeth, eat my burrito that I stashed in the room, and go to sleep. And this happened about 2 hours ago. So it was 10:30. I emerge back in my room and I get undressed, get ready to go to the shower, get my towel, about ready to walk out the room. And then my roommate comes in with a handful of other people. All the people I know, all the people that work with me in Case-Up. And so, great. Welcome to the company. I was there in a towel, but I was like, hey, I'm on my way out. And they were like, all right, we're going to be out in a little bit too. My Fitbit, which I don't know how long I'll be keeping here with me, is just sitting on the table. On my way out, they asked me about it. Be like, is your watch like supposed to still be on? I was like, yeah, it's always on. One guy jokes, it's always on. That's hilarious. Don't know why it was funny, but hey, humor is totally different at this place. But makes a joke, and then I like grabbed my Fitbit because I like picked it up to kind of like show it while I was describing what it did. And then I walked out with it. What I meant to walk out with was my key. So there I am, walking along to the bathroom with brand new bar soap still wrapped in one hand. In the other hand, I've got my toothbrush, my toothpaste, and I'm like, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna shower with soap that's not from soap dispensers, and then go to sleep. It was beautiful. I loved that idea. But what happened is that when I was in the shower, my roommate runs in, he's like, hey, do you have your key? Because it was like communal showers, so there was a curtain behind, and he just like poked over and was like, yo, make sure you got it. And I was like, fuck, you're right, I didn't get it. Leave the door unlocked, please, thank you. He was like, all right, cool. Now, he was in a hurry because he had to get back to work. But what he thought he heard, I have my key, leave it locked, thank you. So, I brush my teeth. I leave my soap in the shower because I realize I have nothing to carry it in aside from my bare hand, which feels nasty. And then I have nowhere to put it in my room because it's a wet bar of soap. I had to figure something out. I had to MacGyver something into something I could use to hold my soap. So that was the problem on my mind at that moment. And then I go over to my room, which I fully expected to be unlocked, because my roommate had checked to make sure that he knew what to do with it. I didn't count on him mishearing me, because when I got to the door, it was locked. And I was out there with just a towel and my toothbrush. So, on my way back to the bathroom, one of the guys that was in the room with my roommate, he was walking by the other direction. So I grab him by the arm, I look him in the eyes, and I say, dude, I have no key. So now, he's looking back at me like, oh my gosh. And he says, I saw your key on the nightstand. I didn't think to ask about it. Oh my God. God help you. And I said, you must run and grab my roommate before he gets on the clock and ask him to come and help me so I can sleep tonight. And clothed would be nice too. And I also need to find a home for my soap. So he says, oh man, I don't know how I can help you. And I'll get him for a little while longer. I just stared at him. That's all I could do. I said, oh my God. And then he was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go run and try and grab your roommate, see if he can come and help you. And I was like, thank you so much. Now, he leaves. I stand in the bathroom for a while. About 15 minutes pass. Makes sense. 7 minutes to get there, 7 minutes come back, a couple minutes to find the guy. Half an hour passes. I'm starting to get scared. And what I do then is I start looking around the bathroom for trash, because I need to try and pick my way into my room. It's my only thing left. I'm about to decide exactly how easy it is to break into my room. I feel secure in it now. What I ended up finding was a pen. I went into the inside of the pen, pulled out the middle part. No, it was opaque, so I didn't know how much ink was in it. So I started gambling. I pressed down one part between my foot and a bath mat. Or rather, my foot in the ground, so it was flat. And after that, I pressed down a little bit more, and a little bit more. It went from one end down to the other. Now, ended up stopping with about 1.5 inches of like flattened pen cap. So I take it over to my door, and I try and squeeze it inside where the hinge is. Not the hinge. The part that goes into the wall that shuts your door. That part I'm trying to push it into. To no avail. I try this for about 10 minutes. Very glad no one walked by. Until someone walked by. It was a friend of mine from work who had previously broken his thumb at work. But he walks by, and I turn to him in my towel with a pen in one hand that I'm trying to push inside of my door. I turn to him and I say, "Hey, do you know any good ways to get into a room that is locked if you've left your key in it?" And he says, "No, I don't." Which is the expected answer. So, at this point, I'm like, that's okay. Thank you. And took it, understood this explanation, and was going to walk away with it. So, at this point, he's still standing there. He's trying to think. He's like, I'm going to try my card key. So he gets his card key, tries shoving it into the door. He's like, yeah, that's not going to work. I was like, I know. So then he was like, do you have a window open? And I was like, yeah, we have a window open, but we're on the second floor. It's not useful. And he was like, I'm going to go outside and check. And so he goes outside. And I'm standing there by my door, in my towel, with my pen, still trying to get into the door in the front. And then I hear some clambering around the window. And this guy, with a broken thumb now, his thumb is broken. I hear him going, ow, ow, fuck, shit, ah, oh, fuck, oh. And I just keep on hearing these sounds. I'm like, oh, he's in the window. He's in the fucking window. My heart's racing. I'm excited. I hear him clamber onto the nightstand. I hear him clamber onto my bed and then clamber over to the door. And he opens it up. And I was ecstatic that someone could break into my room so conveniently. So he let me in. He was about to be on his way. I said, thank you. Let me give you a box of M&Ms. It's all that I have to offer you. But thank you. So, here I am now, telling you this story. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't even know if I can explain today more. It's been a long one, and I appreciate you being here with me. I'm gonna go get a little bit of sleep before I have to wake up very early in the morning. Again. I'll be doing this for the foreseeable future. It's a fun and enjoyable life. But don't forget your key. Don't break your hands. Now, my day's over. I'm gonna go to sleep. And until next time,